Community development planning is one of the important issues in urban society nowadays. Community development planning consists of public participation of town or neighborhood planning and design. Sekolah Pelita Harapan applies community development planning as a part of students' learning since young age. On Friday, October 27, 2017, Grade 3 teachers and students, alongside with their parents, gathered at F2 Chapel SPH Lippo Village in the Grade 3 community display. In this community display, Grade 3 students exhibited their urban planning mock-up. Each of Grade 3 students crafted their own mock-up models from papers and other materials. They built their own ideas of an ideal city. Each building and public services were designed to meet the needs of community.
So they can have fun, like when they live there, they can just go to the park, and when they live in that apartment, since it's near to the park, they can just walk and there'll be less pollution. Fire station, police, airport, that's all. They can ride bicycle to the city, and they can rest by just going to the mall.
The reason why I put my hospital here is because this is my forest, and normally there are a lot of wild animals in a forest. So if anyone gets hurt, they can go to the hospital. My park needs the seed store, since there are a lot of plants and flowers, and it has to be a big attraction. So they need seeds to make the flowers in my community. I planned it this way because I want my community to be safe, and I want them to save nature. So that's why I put a lot of trees and then grass. And I planned it this way because I wanted it to be safe. So I made like a barrier so like people can't really go through.
I built my community of smart living because if people don't get smart, they will not learn anything. But in this community, they get smart, and then so like they could learn some stuff, and also it's very convenient because there's so many roads.
I think it's a good opportunity for the students to show their learning. They get to engage in speaking. They get to share what they've learned with their wider community. So parents have come to visit, and teachers are coming through, and kids are very excited to share what they've learned. Teachers serve as guides, so we have guided inquiry. So teachers have objectives that the students want to understand and obtain, but we really allow student creativity. So they can have input in how they design, in this case, their cities. So the learning outcomes are met, but we allow individual creativity for the students. I think they have objectives that they need to meet. So yes, we want them to be creative, but there's still tasks that they need to fulfill, whether it's writing out their thoughts. So I see that students have worked on writing persuasive essays. So even though we're still want them to be creative, we're still making sure they meet all of those objectives. I think one of the things that we encourage our teachers to do is to reflect on an activity like this, and even gather information from student reflections, how they think things went, and then teachers will make adjustments if they need to.
Kalau menurut saya acara seperti ini sangat bagus ya, karena selain mungkin anak punya seperti ide-ide yang selama ini tidak pernah kesalur atau tidak pernah tertuangkan gitu, kalau dengan ada acara kayak gini kan dia bisa menyalurkan ide kreativitas dia yang selama ini mungkin adanya cuma di dalam otaknya, dalam pikirannya, tersalur dalam karyanya yang bisa kita lihat langsung kayak seperti itu. Terus mungkin juga bisa melatih anak untuk lebih organize atau lebih, ya kan mereka harus bisa mengatur di mana letaknya housing, di mana letaknya out of town, di mana letaknya. Jadi mereka bisa membagi-bagi kalau suatu hari nanti mungkin ada yang jadi kontraktor gitu ya. Jadi dia udah bisa secara teratur gitu menempatkan bangunan-bangunannya atau rumah-rumahnya. Jadi polanya udah seperti terarah lah gitu.
Kalau dari sisi saya kebetulan juga ini untuk membuat satu bentuk itu juga Cash juga ada sharing dengan kita gitu. Jadi dia melatih untuk motoriknya dia juga bagus sekali. Juga kita juga memberikan sedikit ide-ide yang mungkin yang bisa membuat dia bisa berpikir lebih luas gitu aja.
Lebih lagi gitu. Oh ya, ya ini kan acara ini memang sudah ada setiap tahunnya kan dari anak saya yang paling besar ya. Memang setiap tahun dibikin seperti itu ya memang saya rasa sudah bagus ya gitu ya. Tapi kalau mungkin ada lebih lagi mungkin temanya mungkin beda ya, jangan city ya, atau mungkin nggak tahu mungkin dari guru bisa apa. Jadi bolehlah sering-sering seperti acara seperti ini diadakan, jadi juga involve antara orang tua dan murid dan guru juga lebih terjadi gitu.
I think it's very important to let the kids express like her true talents, like her creativity, like how to plan the city, how to write well, how to plan well. So I think this is very important. It's the first step actually to teach our kids to plan well, and especially to be aware of our surrounding community. Well, I just want to. I asked her like, okay, why, like for instance, police station, next to the church, or why the school next to the hospital, and those kind of thing. And she has to have a logical explanation of why she chose that. And then she also wants everything to be green. So she's very green conscious. So that's why she has a lot of plants in her community. Yes, that's her own idea. Because when I want to help her, she said, no, this is my plan and I want to do it. So this time around, yes, it's her own plan. I think, well, yes, this is the first step let the kids be creative, let them be who they are while they are having fun. So this is the first step, but if they make it more professional, meaning that they can spend, they can assist the kids by making it tidy, let's say the road, and then the river, they make it like a real river. That would be perfect. Means we want to make a exhibition that open to the public. So it's time for us to test the water as well, right? It's not around our community. Parents' community is good, but the public community is the best, I think.
This event is to help the students begin to understand how a community works together. So we are looking at the different services a community needs to survive and function well, and the way these services connect and their interdependency. So it really begins to help the students understand how their community works, how it's important, and why it's important to their daily lives. We have spent the last week and a half putting this together in our pod. The students have first come together with all their shapes, which is tied beautifully into our geometry unit. And they've been pasting, cutting, doing all kinds of creative things. Some of them have brought in small rocks, shells, trees, all kinds of things to try to make these communities look as realistic and believable as they can. Well, we've been preparing them for a few weeks now about learning the different kinds of communities there are. We've studied rural, urban, suburban. We've looked at what the different services are that are necessary for a community. And we've looked at the different elements they can include to make a successful community. We've also looked at community connections. We've taken field trips to a few different places that are necessary. And all these have helped the students begin to form a much better understanding of how it really works together. I'd love to tell them great job. They have really worked hard on it. It's one of my favorite units to teach because the kids love it. They get really into it. and just being able to work together with them and watch them plan these things out and make the connections between the things we've been talking about, and being able to tell us, well, why are you putting that there? Oh, I'm putting it there because it connects to this one and this one needs it, and it's important to my community for these reasons. So it's wonderful to see them really understanding why we're doing this.
Students are trained to think what is best for a community to live a healthy, sustainable, and convenient life in a city. From this mock-up making, students also could channel their creativity and enhance their motor skill. Parents were excited to see their child's exhibition. Parents and teachers also participated in giving assessment for each of the mock-up to determine whose work was the winner. From this community display, we hope that future urban planners, architects, and other future community leaders will emerge.